Yes, sir.
There you go.
See, he was telling my wife he looks like her. Excuse me.
No, I think I just saw for oh, yeah.
Hey, are you close?
That's us.
Are you coming to the right now. Okay.
One more time on this camera.
And I'm sure that's the great set will be Jason, Stephanie, and Charlotte. Okay. I'll go out and Charlotte go and go to school, get services,
We are just waiting for one bargaining unit representative, so hang tight, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm selling my soul. Yeah. Yeah. If you're looking for good money now, they should pay you well. Thank you.
I heard that, yeah. Nice.
these stations. Oh man. Yeah. It must be. Yeah, he's been at it on people duty a little bit. For a while. I feel bad about that. How does that work? How does what work out? They can ask, but yeah, but we don't really. Yes, we ask them, so then they can get time to cover it. Like Scott's covered for me for like 50 years. But they don't have any writers. I'm talking to them. I'm fine. Okay. Tomorrow's my last day. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is a wonderful day despite the rain. I feel like the sun is shining on RPS and the REA today. Can we just give it up for... This is truly a historic moment. Sometimes people say that and it's not technically true, but this time it is absolutely true. As I think everybody here knows, Richmond Public Schools is the first division in the Commonwealth of Virginia to have adopted collective bargaining, and we are now the first division in Virginia to have ratified agreements, and that is a huge deal. Before sharing some of the details of the 4 agreements, I just wanted to say thank you to a few folks. First, Boaz, Boaz right here, who is our UNISERV director and was a key leader in this process, both in getting these ratified, but also in getting collective bargaining here in Richmond and making it happen. So can we show our appreciation? I also want to thank Katina Harris. She couldn't be here this morning, but she is the REA president. Equally important leader in this effort, along with her vice president, Daryl Turner, who is here. Can we give it up to them? They also had negotiating teams representing teachers, instructional assistants, care and safety associates, and school nutrition services staff. So all the members of the negotiating teams, could you please stand up so we could just recognize you all? Thank you very, very much. That was quite a time commitment, many hours over many, many weeks, and we are very grateful for your service. I also want to recognize Michelle Udasco from the administration, our chief of staff. Michelle led the team on the RPS side, and I certainly know how much work she put into this, and I'm extremely grateful to her for her leadership of this work as well. Truly, this was a partnership, a collaboration, and that's really what this is all about. Let me just tell you some of the highlights. And other folks up here can add a little bit more. So first, for our instructional assistants. So these are the folks who, after our teachers, spend the most time with our kids. And many of them could be certified teachers themselves, if not for a few licensing requirements. And they truly add so much to the experience, educational, social, and emotional, of our students every day in our school. They truly serve with love, and I'm just so thrilled to share that coming out of this agreement, they will see approximately a 40% raise over the next 3 years, taking their starting salary to really a living wage for the first time. And that's what this is really about, a starting salary of $30,000 in the 25-26 year. We'd love to do even more going forward, but the fact that it was below that is really problematic. In a world with rising inflation, a city where costs are going up, and so this is a huge step forward in showing respect and dignity to our instructional assistants. So can we give them a big shout out? For our care and safety associates who take care of and keep our kids safe every single day, we're delighted to have a 10% raise for the supervisor roles and a 14% raise for all of the care and safety associates. Super excited about this, again, to demonstrate the importance of the work that they do every day to keep our kids safe and to make sure that they know we care for them. This isn't just about control, it's about creating a loving environment. And that's what our care and safety associates do. So let's give it up for them. Our school nutrition workers. These are folks who literally keep our children fed, who nourish their bodies, and I would argue their souls as well. The smiles and love that they bring every day truly light children up. And we are so, so grateful to them, particularly over the last few years throughout the pandemic. They've had to reinvent who they are, from going to an in-person meal service to delivering meals with our buses, to transitioning back in person and having to go through some pre-packaged meals back to now cooked meals in our schools, which is where we want to be. Obviously, so much more we want to do on the food front, but what I'm just delighted about, again, similar to our instructional assistants, bringing pay up to a living wage, a 25% raise over 3 years to just shy of $19 an hour, which is a huge increase from where they were before, plus ensuring that they have health care benefits. And And then finally, our teachers. And as a former teacher myself, I am overjoyed that we are able to show the RPS love to our teachers. There is no job I will ever do that is as difficult and as rewarding as being a 7th and 8th grade middle school math teacher. I've often said there's a special place in heaven for middle school teachers. And I say that as a father of 2 middle school students right now. I have often said, you know, the work of teaching is magical. When you see a great teacher in a classroom connecting with their kids, inspiring them, broadening their horizons, it's truly magical. But it's not magic. It's hard work. It's dedication. It's heart and passion and love and long hours and lots of planning and lots of grading and lots of thinking through how do I connect and lots of time reaching out to families and kids and developing those relationships. And so, honestly, we can never do enough for our teachers, but I am thrilled that as a result of this agreement, we will be increasing pay by 12% over the next 3 years. And I want to note, that means that since becoming superintendent, I have been able, with the support of the board, to increase teacher pay by almost 35%. That means a teacher, that means a teacher in 2018 who was making $60,000 with this contract will be making $80,000. Yeah, you can give it up for that. Of course, we want to do so much more, but we are striving towards being the school system in Virginia that pays its teachers the best. Our goal is to be Teacher Town, Virginia, where everybody comes, and I think agreements like this show how serious we are about this. But not just base pay, we have also recognized that teachers sometimes are pulled in directions that take them away from their core work. Throughout the pandemic, they've lost planning periods, and all kinds of other things have happened. And so now, for the first time, we have put some safeguards in place to ensure that teachers have sacred planning time. And when they lose it, because they have to cover a class for somebody who's out or something of that nature, they will be compensated by $55 an hour, which is also very, very exciting. Lots of other things I could celebrate, but I would like to just sum it up in the following way. We talked a lot about money today, and money is important. It's how you pay your rent, your mortgage, how you think about sending your own children to college, how you put food on the table, how you put gas in the tank, how you buy presents for Christmas. And we are thrilled to be able to put more money on the table for our employees. But I believe this is much bigger than money. This is about showing respect for the work that our educators do every day, treating each of our employees with the dignity that they deserve, and demonstrating truly what it means to teach, to lead, and to serve with love. Thank you all very much, and now I am delighted to call up, I think I'm calling it, is it Ms. Rizzi next? Is that right? That is right. Dr. Harris Mohammed, our school board chair, unfortunately just got called into some responsibilities with her day job, and so was not able to be here, but she wanted me to express on her behalf how excited she is, how grateful she is to the REA, and we have Stephanie Rizzi, a school board member as well, here to represent the school board and speak on Dr. Harris Mohammed's behalf. Please welcome
Thank you. Good morning. I am Stephanie Rizzi. I'm the 5th District School Board Representative, and I was also co-chair of the original collective bargaining committee that brought collective bargaining to RPS. I want to recognize that Dr. Harris Mohammed was the other co-chair, and we worked incredibly hard with a group of very dedicated teachers, Mr. Boaz, our attorneys who put in so much work. I mean, they are nameless here right now, but I would like to name Attorney Kathy Lee, is that right? And Attorney Janelle Lilly, who put in a lot of work and really were dedicated to this task. I am incredibly proud to be a part of this historic moment. I'm honored to serve. I'm honored to be able to at least carry the ball as far as I was able to carry it and hand it over to you dedicated professionals who honestly and deeply deserve a living wage. Everyone does, especially our RPS employees. We are really excited for our RPS family, and I have to say that I am sure now that the most important people, our kids, are now going to truly benefit, because when we care for our faculty, our staff, our employees, our kids will definitely, surely benefit, and they are who we are here for. Thank you all for allowing me to get up and speak. I thank you for allowing me to serve, and yay, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rizzi. We are so grateful for your leadership on the board. And now we have a representative from the REA. So is that going to be Mr. Turner or? Oh, Dr. Hare. Very good. Dr. Hare, please come on up.
Good morning, everyone. And Mr. Cameron, thank you for speaking that into existence. I'm not a doctor yet, at least not officially. When you've been teaching as long as I have, you think that you deserve the right to be called a doctor. Good morning. My name is Charlotte Hare. I am a business and information technology teacher at Richmond Community High School. I currently serve on the REA Board of Directors, and this day has been a day that I have been looking forward to since I came to Richmond to teach in 2000. I have served in the past as the union president. I've worked hard with our members. I've struggled with them. I've listened to their complaints. This moment in time is a time that we can all look at and say, finally, the teaching profession, the education profession in Richmond is getting the respect that is due to them. We are able to have some control over our professional lives. The contracts, the negotiations, they're more than just salary negotiations. It's about the quality of work life. It's about how am I treated. It's about so much more. And today is the day that Richmond Education Association, our local union, gets to share with the world, we are here, we have not gone away, we will continue to fight the battle for every single employee and child in Richmond Public Schools. It has been a collaborative effort, and those of you that have been in Richmond or have listened to the news in Richmond, you know that REA has always been a collaborative partner with our school division. So this negotiations, this contract that we have been able to cement, this is the beginning of what is yet to come. We're not done. This is just the beginning. In less than 3 years, we're going to be back at it again. And I can tell you now that we're already planning, because we tend to make this the school division that is the light for all of Virginia. So people will want to come here and teach and stay. They will want to come here and serve our children. They will not come and serve on a revolving door. They will come here and see what we have to offer, because we've been able to do what no one else has done. So I am grateful. I am honored. I am ecstatic. I am holding all of that in, because this is a day that has been long overdue. It has been a lot of hard work. We've worked together. We've fought our battles. And yes, we have battles. That's the only way that you get things accomplished. We fought the battles. But one thing that you can always say about Richmond Public Schools and Richmond Education Association, we did it with dignity, respect, and always for the good of the people that we are serving. Thank you, and I'm so happy to see all of you here today.
Thank you so much, soon to be Dr. Hare. I'm now thrilled to call up Mr. Young Pell from the Virginia Education Association. Please welcome him to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Today we formally announce that history has been made. History has been made by a group of employees that have worked tirelessly for the last 4 months and some for the last 2 years. While not all of the leaders who participated in this process are here today, I do want to take a moment to give them thanks, as the work they've done will surely reverberate around the state. So now I'm going to read off the list of names of the folks who participated in the bargaining team, because I think it's important that folks know exactly who was able to bring this home. So Katina Harris, REA President; Daryl Turner, REA Vice President; Shan Light of School Nutrition Services; Rosalind Anderson, School Nutrition Services; Yolanda Hargreaves of School Nutrition Services; Joanne Nolan, Instructional Assistant; Casey Mosby, Instructional Assistant; Rosalind Moss, Care and Safety Associate; Edward Gore, Care and Safety Associate; Joanne Ortiz, Care and Safety Associate; Ronald Walters, Care and Safety Associate; Rakisha Corbett, Care and Safety Associate; Bernita Williams, Licensed Personnel; Patrick Quartet, Licensed Personnel; Melissa Johnston, Licensed Personnel; Elizabeth Jorgensen Best, Licensed Personnel; Kaisha King, Licensed Personnel; Melody Winters, Licensed Personnel; Ann Forrester, Licensed Personnel; Beth Almore, Licensed Personnel; Melvin Hosman, Licensed Personnel; Catherine Shear, Licensed Personnel; David Corey, Licensed Personnel; Dr. Clara Bannister, Licensed Personnel; Wanda Anderson, Licensed Personnel; Charlotte Hare, Licensed Personnel; and Stephen Strauss, Licensed Personnel. Now I ask that you please listen close as a few of our fearless leaders come before you and share what they believe this achievement means for not only for them, but for the other folks in the district. It has truly been a privilege to help lead this effort in conjunction with these wonderful folks, and I hope that education employees around the state see what they have accomplished and know that change can be made. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Boaz. Now we have Bernita Williams, a school counselor, who's going to come up and speak on behalf of the teacher unit. Come on, give it up for Ms. Williams.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for this moment. I am Bernita Williams, the school counselor at Richmond Community High School, and I am so thrilled to be representing the teacher unit. For this very auspicious occasion, the first ever history-making collective bargaining team. I'm just so excited to be a part of it. After several months of meetings, hearing from various members, and negotiations with our thoughtful, and I mean thoughtful central office staff, we came up with an agreement. As a matter of fact, 13 agreements. And just a few evenings ago, that was ratified. So that was such a joy to be part of. This agreement is just the beginning of what we hope to lead to increase teacher retention, attraction for trained and certified teachers to come to our district, and most importantly, a better quality of life for all of us. from salary increases to extra duties, including little disruption and interruption of teacher planning times and time beyond the school day, the collective bargaining team worked diligently to put in place 13 tentative agreements that will improve teacher satisfaction and make Richmond City Public Schools an ideal place to work. So let me just highlight a few, and Superintendent Cameron has also done this too, but let me just say, first, salaries. So we all know how important salaries are. And starting next year with the 23-24 contract, teachers shall receive a 6% increase, which is great. We love that. But we also love the fact that over the next 3 years, we'll receive a 12% increase minimum up to 15%. So that has been great news for our teachers. Additionally, when it comes to teachers and teachers who will cover classes during their planning periods, they will be financially compensated at $55 an hour. And I would like to also add, for extra duties, stipends will be added to teacher salary schedules for certain additional duties that include academic architects, textbooks and digital asset managers, and identified school testing coordinators. All of this is great news, you all. You just don't know how much this has meant to me, the collective bargaining team, and our teachers. We know there's more to accomplish. This is just a start. But we hope that what we've done so far will be favorably received so it can be put into action. RPS has great educators, not only those who teach our students, but inspire and motivate and support and give their very all to our students and their families. It is only fitting that the district now supports the teacher salary schedule and help our teachers in that very same manner. We know this is what we want. We know this is what all of us want. And we just hope that today is just the beginning of a great day here in Richmond Public Schools. I thank you, and thank you again for this wonderful moment to present to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Williams. We now have remarks from Shannon Leiby, School Nutrition Services Manager, representing our SNS team.
Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy to be here. And I just want to say thank you to our school board, to our superintendent, to our chief of staff, and REA, and Mr. Boaz, who really encouraged me. I've been with Richmond Public Schools for 35 years, and I started when I was 2. And I'm also a product of Richmond Public Schools. I went to Thomas Jefferson High School, and it's like a full circle for me. But it's even more so as being a member of REA and seeing this wonderful day. The tentative agreement is going to really help us to attract very good qualified employees for our school nutrition department, and also it's going to help benefit our students mostly. I know that it has to do with our salaries, but when our morale is up and we have confidence and we know that our administrators have confidence in us, it helps us project it on to our fantastic, beautiful children of Richmond Public Schools. And I just want to say thank you. And I think we started out with only 2 agreements, I think, initially, and we ended up with 9. So we have a big victory. And our employees have been so happy once we made that announcement during one of our managers' meetings. And I just want to say thank you for this wonderful day. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to express this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Leiby. And now we are thrilled to have Edward Gore, who is representing our Care and Safety Associates. Let's give it up.
You could have got a mic a little lower. But first and foremost, I would like to thank everybody that was a part of this historical event. I would like to thank Ms. Joanne Ortiz, Mr. Walters, Ms. Corbin, and Ms. Moss. That she's not here, she's under the weather, but the countless hours that we calling back and forth, calling Mr. Boaz back and forth. I just want to say this is a testimony to everybody's hard work. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you for passing that ball to us. This is what Richmond Public School really needs. We're glad we're here now. This is what Richmond needs. We need this right now. For our state safety and security staff, the morale now is up now. We are now competitive with other area schools with our salaries. Where before, we couldn't get qualified people. Now, we have the opportunity now to attract qualified people to care for our children, our building, our staff. And right now, with everything going on in the world, safety is one of the biggest things in our school right now. We have to make sure that our kids are safe. One of the agreements that we had was that the starting salary was under 30,000. Now we've got it above 30,000. And I'm thank you, Ms. Aldasco. The fights we had, it was good. And like I said, I would like to thank everybody that had a part of this. History has been made, and I'm glad we made the history. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gore. He's not only a great CSA, but he has outstanding sweaters. As you can see. We now have Ms. Joanne Nolan representing our instructional assistant. So let's give it up for her.
First of all, let me say I'm very humbled and honored to have been a part of the negotiation committee. And I also want to say I didn't prepare a speech, but I did a little, and I said, what shall I say? So I'm bringing my heart and my experience. It was wonderful and exciting to work with such wonderful people within the school board, within the union. It was overwhelming, but it was a journey. And it was a good journey. And it turned out to be good for all of RVA. Again, I'm humbled. I'm not going to draw this out, but it was a beautiful experience, and I think it has given all of us hope for now and for the future. And not only that, it's going to give everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nolan. Now it is a great honor and pleasure to call up a friend and colleague, Mr. James Fetterman, who is the president of the Virginia Education Association. And I hope Richmond REA can serve as an example to the rest of the VA across the Commonwealth. With that, please welcome Mr. Fetterman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I am a middle school music teacher from Accomack County, located on the beautiful Eastern Shore, and I am the proud president of the Virginia Education Association. So in my classroom on a day like today, I would be playing a song entitled New Attitude. Because that's what we have. We have a new attitude about great and amazing things that are going to be taking place in Richmond Public Schools. And I can assure you, people are going to be saying, where can I get an application? Please send me the link. So if Oprah Winfrey was here, she would say, you get respect, you get dignity, and you get praise. So I want to take a moment to congratulate all of the RPS employees who worked so hard to make this happen. These workers are the first public school employees to successfully negotiate a union contract in the state of Virginia in 45 years. Yes. This is a historic achievement. RPS employees were not handed these contracts on a silver platter. They worked hard to get the pay increases and the limits on overwork that they did. These are public school employees who went to work in the morning, got off at the end of their shift, and then got right back to work organizing their colleagues, showing up to school board meetings, researching union contracts, and doing everything else it took to reach these agreements. Let's not let that effort go overlooked. I want to remind you all that these contracts, the work is not over. Not only do we have more RPS employees to organize, but we also have an entire state of public school employees who deserve to have the opportunity to improve their working conditions. And we say it all the time that working conditions equal student learning conditions. And in 3 years, we want to come back to the table and negotiate an even better contract for every single food service worker, instructional assistant, teacher, nurse, therapist, counselor, and care and safety associate. Again, on behalf of the 40,000 members of the Virginia Education Association, congratulations again to RPS and REA. Let's go out and there is more to win together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fetterman. And for the record, to apply, you go to rvaschools.net. So if you can get that on TV, we would appreciate it. Again, rvaschools.net. And we are eager to have you come join the team. Before wrapping up, two things. One, I just wanted to highlight, if you were listening closely to every single one of our speakers representing all of the units, including Mr. Young L. and Dr. Fetterman, everybody spoke about the meaning this is going to have for our employees, but they also spoke about the impact that was going to have on our children. And that is what all of this is about. Ensuring that our adults are healthy and well and valued and respected, so that our kids can be healthy and well and valued and respected. And that is why today is such a historic achievement. Second piece of business. I need y'all to stand up. You all. This is for TV and the newspapers. You ready? Oh my gosh, Katina is here. RA President Katina Harris, come on down. Katina is a very humble servant leader, so she is going to forgo comments. But I do want to say Katina is such a great partner in this work, and I think you've heard a lot about collaboration. We don't always agree, but no two human beings do, not even my wife and I. But we always find common ground on behalf of our teachers, and most importantly, on behalf of our kids. And so, Katina, I just want to say thank you to you and your leadership, along with Vice President Turner and the entire REA. With that, let's join hands. This is a victory day. Everybody hold it up. All right. Now I'm happy to take any questions and call folks if they are better to answer them. So with that, I'll open it up. Henry?
The pay raises are over 3 years. Could you just explain a breakout of how that works?
Yeah, so for example, the teacher raise is 12% over 3 years. This coming year would be 6%, and then a minimum of 3 and 3 for the out years. I don't have all the details on the other ones, but we can get you those. Yes?
Someone mentioned, and sorry I can't remember in particular, that this brings confidence to teachers, and that confidence affects students. Can you talk specifically about that?
Yeah, look, teaching is really hard. Serving as an IA is really hard. And it is particularly challenging here in Richmond, given that our educators are doing so much more than just teaching. They are providing a whole suite of social services for our children who face so many challenges in their lives, and that is even more true coming out of the pandemic. And so making sure that our adults feel valued and respected for that incredibly hard work is going to give everyone a bit of a bounce in their step, a sense of pride, an ability to hold your head up high and say, yes, it is hard, but I know that this family that I am a part of truly respects me for the work that I am doing. And that makes all the difference for the experience that our kids have. And so that's why it's just so important. Yep.
It sounds like most of the negotiated contracts will be pay and benefits oriented. Are there other limits on like overwork or having job duties delineated, things like that?
So the two topics that all of the units had were compensation and then additional duties. And so that's really what these agreements focus on. As part of that additional duties work, particularly for the teachers, we were able to come to agreement on some boundaries on that. And when we aren't able to meet those boundaries, some compensation to make up for it, which is really important to recognize that, for example, having sacred time to plan is critical. And I feel this not just as superintendent, but as a middle school math teacher. People think you just roll up into class and teach. It doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of planning and thought, and we want to make sure our teachers have that time to do so. Yeah?
You talked about not being Sunday. I know a lot of members talk about not being Sunday. Is there anything, especially the teacher meeting contract, that didn't make this contract that they tried to get through that maybe not belong to some of the reports?
Well, today we are going to celebrate all that we achieved together. I know every unit, there are always more things to discuss, and as everybody up here said, yeah, this is just the beginning. And so we're looking forward to, 3 years down the road, negotiating the next contract and doing even more for our teachers and all of our other staff. All right, thank you all so much for coming out. Truly, oh, Ms. Williams.
I just had this, we cannot leave. I would like to one more time shout out, like you do all the time, Boaz and Michelle, because without those two names,
Mr. Gore said she has to speak. Now, Michelle doesn't like speaking, but can you just say a couple of words? Just a couple. Come on.
I'm more like Katina. It has been such an honor to be able to work with each of the folks in the 4 units over the last 3 months. I think one of the things that we said right from the beginning was this wasn't an adversarial process. This is something that the administration believes deeply in, and we were thrilled to be able to have conversations about compensation and showing more respect to our staff. So we also had a lot of fun along the way. Lieutenant Gore is a great cook. Each unit, we just also were able to get to know each other better as people, and I think understand the seats we were in. So it was a great experience. Looking forward to more, and looking forward to the next contract. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. With that, we will conclude, and I wish you all a wonderful holiday season. Get some rest. We have a lot to do in 2023. Thank you, everybody.
Together right here at the center.
Michelle.
that would like to join the photo, please feel free. I'm going to step back into this middle row so I can get everybody. Feel free to push the chair out of the way. You know, when you want to get in.